Hey everyone, welcome back to Fate Stay Night Remaster of the JerganJaze. Last time we were being pretty brutally attacked by Ryder and Shinji. Mainly Ryder. Shinji wasn't really dishing out. Well, no, he did dish out his own attacks, but Shirou was very good about dodging it and such. Anyway, Saber, we summoned Saber, she rescued us, and then now we woke up in our own home, and we're about to kind of see where this goes from here. When I open my eyes, I'm in my living room. The ticking of the clock is awfully loud. It looks like I've been sleeping on the floor, and when I raise my arms, I notice the bandages wrapped around tightly around both of them. It's dark out. I sit up. According to the clock, it's 10 at night. Don't just say it's dark out like nothing happened, you ingrate. Gosh, with the insults, I just nearly died. Maybe calm down a bit. Can't you think of something better to say the moment you wake up? Tosaka, you're here. To be fair, most of the time when I'm waking up, regardless of whatever situation I'm in, it's not me thinking of the situation, it's, what time is it? No, that's not it either. Is that the attitude you should be taking when I've been at your side, nursing you this whole time? Well, I didn't know that. Exactly, I didn't know that. That's ungrateful of me. Sorry, my brain's a little wonky. Almost like I was chopped to bits just a little while ago. I can't really think straight, but thanks. I guess I owe you one. Again. Aw, she got sympathetic. Aw. Well, it was nothing. You were in pretty bad shape, so I don't blame you for still being a little hazy. So, does anything hurt? I think all your external injuries have healed up, but I don't know about anything internal. If there's anything wrong still, we need to treat it. No, I just feel dull and achy. I'm surprised nothing's hurting. Nothing's hurting. It's just that there's a hole in my heart that only you can feel. That's why I feel so dull inside. Excuse me. I feel like I'm floating. I don't know how I ended up here. I don't remember what I did today. You got cut to bits. The whole classroom, our students, they all went down for the count. Oh right, Tosaka, how's the school? What happened to me after that? Daijoubu. It's okay. Don't worry about the others. Kirei went to follow up at the school. He'll handle all the repairs for the hallway and everything else, so you don't have to worry about any of that. He's a priest, so he should do that much or risk the wrath of God. Oh, right, because I guess since he's proctoring over everything, he has to, when things go wrong, he has to be the one to take responsibility for it. He's doing that, so that means the school's out, it's closed, it's out forever? Just like that one old rock song? It didn't become a major crisis. A lot of students were taken to the hospital, but none of their conditions seemed to be life-threatening. They're being treated for malnutrition, and most will only have to spend 2 or 3 days at the hospital. That's still 2 or 3 days at the hospital. I mean, it's not fatal. At least it's just kind of a malnutrition thing. That you can come back from. Okay, that's a relief. Dissolving the bounded field took longer than expected, but I wasn't too late. The instant I relax, every last bit of strength floods out of me. Hey man, I mean, you did your job. I mean, like, you did the thing you sought out to do. You were their hero. I think that's pretty good. I hope you have a moment where you kind of realize that and let that set in a bit. I breathe out deeply, and I lean back against the wall. Does that mean Kotomine healed me too? I don't think even you would be able to heal so many wounds. Who is, Kotomine? Exactly? I don't remember. What are you talking about? You healed them yourself. Oh, right. So, well, not oh, right for me, but because I'd predicted last episode that we would just self-heal all of our wounds through, Saber's ability. It was the same thing as with Berserker. The way you heal your wounds is nearly miraculous. You really don't remember. No, I don't know why myself. I was normal until I formed a contract with Saber. Is that so? Maybe you're just descended from lizards or something. We're lizard people. I'm the Illuminati. Get Alex Jones in here right now. How can you say something like that with a straight face? This is weird for me too, you know? It's like my body isn't my own. I think it's fine. Whatever the cause, your condition is why you survived. That's twice now. Turning into a lizard would be a fair compromise at this point. Are you enjoying teasing the critically injured guy, Tosaka? You were critically injured. Well, anyway, you should thank Saber too. I'm not sure how or why, but it's all thanks to Saber that you're like this. Oh, I wonder if we will ever get an answer of how we summon Saber. Because that's a mystery that really hasn't been delved into. We've just kind of skirted on by that and been like, yep, she showed up. My brain finally starts working. There's something I need to do. I needed her. I called her, so she came and she saved me. I need to tell her something right away. Probably thank you. I stand up too quickly. I pass out again. I wake up in the morning. Pain shoots through my body as I move, but I can't let that stop me. Tosaka, where's Saber? She's in the dojo. I'm going to go get something from my room. Tosaka heads over to the outbuilding. My joints creak with pain. I grit my teeth and try to endure it as I head toward the dojo. I reach the dojo. Saber is sitting in Caesar style as if she's meditating. Shirou, you've woken. Saber notices me coming in and hurries to her feet, then rushes over to me. Sorry for worrying you. I only just came to... And Saber... I do really appreciate how even though they bicker and argue with each other constantly, they do all seem to really care about each other. Even, like, I think the little bit of an interaction we've gotten with Archer and Shirou, I think there is a lot of care from Archer towards him, even if it's for the sake of Tosaka. Still cool to see that they are like really out to help each other. Do not dare sorry me now. There are many things I must say to you. You accepted an invitation from the enemy and left me. You tried to fight on your own, and you did not spare an ounce of consideration for your body. Do you understand that one of those foolish decisions could have been fatal? You very nearly did die. Do you enjoy tormenting me like this? No, What is it? I will not be moved by any facile excuses. Facile? That's how you say that, right? Excuses you might attempt to make for yourself. Today is the day I will hear precisely what is on that mind of yours. Saber comes at me with all that rage and force of a hurricane. She's so intense. I'm not sure how to explain it, but I'm kind of enjoying Saber being so emotional. Again, you like it because it makes her feel more human to you, which is what you want to treat her as. So anytime she's confirming of that through her actions, you like it. I know. Let me explain myself. I'm stupid. Let's talk, Saber. As you can see, I've healed. Shirou? Are you alright? Yeah, looks like it. I'm alive for now. I see. That is a relief. Where'd that angry look from a few seconds ago go? Saber heaves. A relieved sigh and smiles softly as if celebrating my recovery. It helps me understand that even Saber, stoic as she always is, is acting like this because of how much I worried her. I wasn't relying on Saber, but she still accepted me as someone to fight alongside. Ugh, how stupid of me. I hadn't realized the extent to which she trusted me. Yeah, she's like, pretty good. And I couldn't extend the most basic trust of just letting her fight. This is why everybody's been kind of on you about it, dude. Just let her do her job. Saber, I speak up more comfortably now. Will you marry me? I make the same joke, I'm sorry. I'm finally able to look her in the eye, and it feels natural. Like we were always meant to be together. Yes? What is it, Shirou? Leans in for a kiss. Sorry, I was an idiot. I bow my head. Slaps my head into hers as she leans in. What? Please lift your head, Shirou. I was only employing a figure of speech earlier. Yes, I was angry, but there is no call for you to apologize. Of course I do. I'm your partner, and I owe you an apology. I'm sorry I worried you. As long as I'm with you, I'll never fight alone. Gosh, they sound like an old married couple. Shirou, are you? Yeah. Saber, please lend me your strength. I can't beat other masters on my own. I need your help. Are you admitting that you were mistaken earlier? Are you accepting that, as a master, you will devote yourself to support role, and will leave the fighting to me from now on? He has a hard time saying it outright. Well, I still don't want to see Saber hurt. That's why I forbid her from fighting. And that's where I was wrong. Ever since I decided to fight with her, I should have just put everything I had into helping her. No, I don't think I was mistaken. If you're going to protect me, I'm going to protect you. Okay, so we're equals is kind of what you're going for now. I can respect that. I can respect that. Probably honestly would be the way I would try doing things from the get-go if I were in this situation. So definitely can respect that. I can't let you fight alone. ... Oh crap, sorry. I dropped my fidget spinner that I usually toy around with as I record. Y'all probably heard the big smack. Saber doesn't answer. The mood in the dojo turns frosty. Ooh, chilly. I just can't let it go. I lift my head, thinking I'll just have to beg until she accepts my determination. But then she gives up immediately. You are too stubborn to change, aren't you? Saber? There is no need to respond, is there? I'm your blade. Who but I can be the one to help you, Shirou? Saber extends her left hand. Compromise! Finally, how many ever hours in we're into this experience? Compromise has finally taken place. I can't think of anything sensible to say, so I shake her hand. Didn't have to say anything, bud. Our handshake forms something almost tangible. It's been a few days since we first met. It's been a little bit. It's been like a week. Oh, my bad. It's been a few days since we first met, but it feels like we finally formed a real contract. What's going on? Why are you two shaking hands? I'm just a tad bit jealous right now that you're touching his hand, Saber. That's my hand to hold. Hey. Why would she show up now, of all times? She lives here right now. What do you mean? Saber and I quickly let go of each other's hands. Because that was way too romantic. Gosh, it was getting steamy in here. How dare we shake hands with each other? Huh? Something's fishy. You two weren't hatching some kind of scheme without me, were you? No, absolutely not. I was, making sure Master is in good health before checking his pulse. Why are you blushing over this? Why are y'all so sensitive to this? Saber didn't blush when we walked in on her showering, but no, this is where we draw lines in the sand. I'm dumbfounded. Saber just told a bald-faced lie. I mean, we weren't scheming. We just made an agreement. That's not scheming. But why would Saber panic about this too? Yeah, you've got a weird way of checking someone's pulse. Tosaka regards Saber curiously. In response, Saber starts acting even more suspiciously, probably because she's not used to lying. I need to help her, or this will get even more awkward. Oh, Shirou, like you're good at lying either. Hey, what do you want, Tosaka? Didn't you say you were getting something from your room? And that definitely would take like 2 hours or something to pick up an object and walk back over here. The mile-long hike that it is from here to a shed outside. Oh yeah. Here, Saber. Thank you. I thank you for your trouble, Ren. Tosaka hands Saber a bag. Saber looks surprisingly happy as she takes the bag. There's a child inside. We're committing human trafficking right here, right now, and in front of your very eyes. Sorry, that may be too much of an extreme joke for some people. I do think human trafficking is an awful thing, but gotta make the jokes. That's the last bit of it, so be careful. Force summoning or not, changing into your armor will shred your clothes to bits. I am sorry. It was so sudden that I did not think ahead. I appreciate you bringing me more of the same clothing. Oh, okay. Just clothes. Not a child, thankfully. Yeah, it's a simple design, so it's like a uniform. Yuri keeps forcing such plain clothes on me. Not that I mind, since that outfit doesn't look very good on me, but why are you so fixated on this outfit, Saber? Well, nope, different, wrong, very wrong voice. Well, Shirou mentioned that it looked good on me. Okay. Why? Alright, why would you care about that? I'm not following all of this, but it seems that Saber's third set of clothes. Dude, it feels like Natsu, like, when writing this, he was like, I'm gonna simultaneously ship all 3 of these potential, like, relationships together all at the same time. I mean, I guess that's how you can sell it for anyone that wants to pursue any one given route, or kind of canonically, or like their headcanon be towards one or the other. I guess it's just more convincing writing when it comes to dating sims. Not that this is a dating sim. Wink, wink. No, it's not. I don't have any women's clothing around the house, so Saber's been borrowing clothes from Tosaka. ... But, yeah. I'd really appreciate it if they had their girl talk when I'm not around. How dare they talk about clothes? These women and talking about clothes around me, how scandalous of them. I am a guy. They're talking about clothes! It had been such a nice conversation until now, too. What? Okay. But I don't really know what to do with myself when they get to talking about stuff like this. They're not talking about, like, shoving tampons up themselves or their pads or anything like that. They're just talking about changing clothes. So not much happened afterward, and both Tosaka and Saber forced me to go sleep in my room. I may have regained consciousness, but I'm still severely injured. I thought you healed. Fatigued? Fatigued might be the better word, but Ryder sliced my arms up so bad that under normal circumstances, I'd have had to worry about whether I'd ever be able to use them again. Plus, I fell 3 stories, so I'm all broken and bruised. There's plenty I should be thinking about, but the two have agreed that the best thing for me to do right now is sleep so I can heal. ... But I let Shinji get away, and I'll need to settle things with him as quickly as possible. Let him is strong wording. Did he get away? Yes. Didn't let him. It's not like you voluntarily were like, go free. He didn't hesitate to activate the bounded field. Even I know how dangerous it'd be to let a master like that roam free. I'm glad you're finally not referring to Shinji as your friend. That's my big compliment to you, sir. Dang, this isn't the time for me to be sleeping. Things go blank, like a dizzy spell sweeping over me. The only thing that feels normal is my head. What does that even mean? As soon as I lay down, my half-healed body just forces me off to sleep. Powering wall. Tomorrow, when tomorrow comes, I don't have time to rest like this. Even if my body isn't fully healed, I need to find Shinji. I'm sure you will have your time. Save the game. Yes, please. Here we go. Save. Did that say boy meets girl? Is that what that said? That last save? That last path? Alright, February 9th. Skyscraper. Skyscraper? Skyscraper. That's the way that it was spelled. I'm having a bad dream. I swear, if you take me back to the same freaking flashback that you've been going through, my body, injured as it is, demands long, deep sleep. But my mind is still stuck, replaying all that happened today, and won't let me rest peacefully. My body is still not fully healed, is burning. My mind is plagued with guilt. I think I'm crying out in my sleep. As I sleep, my dream drags on. Okay, at least we're not replaying the same scene. We're just going to replay the other traumatic stuff. How many victims were there? None. They all survived. We went over this. Tosaka said there were no deaths, but that might just be the official story. Can you have any trust for these other characters that are not trying to hurt you, buddy? No way does someone come out unscathed after having their life force ripped from them. You're right, they don't. They become malnourished and they go back to being healthy after a few days. Almost like that was what it was already said. They could suffer any number of long-term physical problems in years to come, or even brain damage from lack of oxygen. Where are you getting this from? At what point did they have lack of oxygen in the room? They just had energy taken away. Some students even had severe skin damage. Even if they heal, they'll likely have scars for the rest of their lives. At least they're alive. My body hurts. So he's not recognizing that he did something good. He's just being like, oh, I didn't do it well enough. Dude, just... stop being such a perfectionist. It kind of hurts since I'm a perfectionist at times too, but... Man, buddy, this really isn't the thing. This isn't where you need to fight those battles. I nearly died today. No, I did die today. A convulsion rocks my whole body. Bad luck for everyone who got sucked into this today, but you did well, Shirou. You stopped a catastrophe, and you did it by taking a wound that would normally kill you. There's nothing to feel guilty about. Who's talking to me? Pain tries to tell me to just go to sleep. Or am I talking to myself here? No. I can't make excuses for myself. Some things, I'm not saying they're excuses, I'm just saying some things you just gotta accept reality. That's okay, brother. It doesn't matter. There is a disaster, and I just happened to be there. But I couldn't do anything. They're saying I saved lives, but I didn't save anyone. Not one person. If only this had just been a mistake. If only it hadn't happened, then my mind would be at peace and I could sleep. I'm pissed off. It's absurd, my heart complaining like this when my body's already so weak. There won't be a miracle like that. Just wishing for a do-over because things didn't go well, or were so terrible they should never have happened is pathetic. You can't take back what's already done. It's not possible, and shouldn't be attempted anyway. Alright, stating the obvious a bit much. So I can't just pretend all that didn't happen. No one's asking you to! There's only one thing I can do. Make sure I do everything I possibly can to prevent anything like that from ever happening again. There you go. I mean, that's a little bit of reality. I don't like how you came to that conclusion, but hey, we got here. That's enough sleep. I can worry about my body later. If I can move, I should wake up and hit the ground running. If my goal is to make sure no one is hurt, I need to push myself to the verge of death. Hey, buddy, maybe maybe not to the verge of death, you know, maybe back off the death bit, just a bit. I know you've died, like, several times now, and you're like Krillin from Dragon Ball Z, but that doesn't mean that you need to keep on, you know, overdoing it. Ah, I love widescreen. I open my eyes. I take one deep breath, filling my lungs with air. The frigid winter air dispels my drowsiness almost instantly. I love waking up when it's really cold. It does make me more immediately awake. Waking up hot is just like, it's such a disgusting feeling. I realize it's just past 6 in the morning. Habits really are extraordinary things. My body must have at least partly recovered since I'm waking up at my usual time. Don't you usually wake up at 5:30? Okay. I stand up and fold up my futon blanket. Futon, excuse me. The instant I undertake even such a mundane task, intense pain spikes through my left shoulder. It all sucks. It's all crumbling. I'm a 40-year-old man now. Yeah, I guess I'm not completely healed. It's only pain, though. You know, no big deal. Pain schmain. This is far better than what I felt when Berserker tore out my stomach the other day. Yeah, I mean, you just had a lot of cuts over your body. You weren't gutted. When that happened, my insides felt like they were slush. I wonder why. And the nausea was far more intense than the pain. I wonder why. I head out to the hallway. Such a beautiful hallway. I start caressing the walls, wishing that me and them could get married one day. I touch the floor, my side piece. The sunlight is muted by the gloom outside. It's cloudy, looks like it's going to rain. Shirou, have you awoken? Nah, I'm sleepwalking. Yeah, I just woke up. You're up early. Usually asleep around now. Yeah, Saber's not typically up so long before breakfast. Shirou, I do not sleep because I want to. I have mentioned this before, but I only sleep until breakfast to conserve my magical energy. So in theory, she would never have to sleep. I would appreciate you not suggesting that I have been merely sleeping in. Why, I didn't mean it for it to sound like that. I just think you're incredibly lazy and entitled. I was more asking if it was okay for you to be awake so early. Oh, were you? So you were saying that you find me being an early riser odd. Saber sounds crabby. Maybe it's my imagination. Maybe she really isn't a morning person. Saber doesn't seem quite as reserved as usual. Or, yeah, she may be feeling a little bit more comfortable after y'all's compromise yesterday. No, I didn't say it was strange. I was just wondering if it was okay. It's my fault that you need to sleep so much. So don't you need to sleep as much as possible today too? Of course, but I'm simply remaining on standby. I'm sleeping in anticipation of emergencies, so I do not think it is logical for me to sleep right now. What do you mean? It's not logical. We're not fighting anybody right now. Nobody's attacking us. She probably calculated that we're at a higher risk of being attacked right now. Well, that is... Saber's stumbling over her words. It seems like there's something she doesn't want to say. Well, whatever. There's no emergency, so you should sleep until the next time we go out. On our hot date. I'll call you up when breakfast is ready, so just save your strength until then. I'm gonna need your help all day today. I head to the kitchen. Please wait, Shirou. Oh, is she gonna tell me? Huh? What, do you have something else? What did you just say you're going to do? Make breakfast, because I'm a good little maid. I hold my breath, barely realizing I'm doing it. She's asked me something, but her eyes are preventing me from giving an answer. You should be resting. Rin will prepare breakfast. Your priority is recuperating in your room and letting your body heal. If you do not understand this, then I will not hear your answer to my question. Saber! Saber's being so stern because she's genuinely concerned about me. Almost like she has been the entire time, bud. Please return to your room, Shirou. You are the one who should be sleeping, not me. Saber sees right through me and glares at me all the more intensely. But still, I can't let Shinji let loose. Well, it'd be better if you confronted Shinji fully rested than halfway done. No, I'm not going back to my room. I've rested enough. And there are things I need to do. Once we're ready, let's head out to town, Saber. I'm gonna catch Shinji today. Why? There's no particular reason we need to capture Rider's Master today. If we are to fight, we should do it after your wounds have healed. It will not be too late. This is a nice writing touch that I want to point out, that I do think is intentional. But anytime that Saber has referred to, unless it's been Rin, anytime she's referred to another master, she doesn't say their name. She says Rider's Master or Lancer or whoever master, right? And I think that's because from her perspective, like, the other servant is the person that she in her mind is pitted against. So she's more concerned about how do I deal with Rider than Rider's Master. So she puts a little bit of priority there. I at least think that's good writing. Like, it's a very slight thing that I think tips stuff off into a good direction. I lid off of a lotion thing that I was screwing back on fell off and hit my keyboard. Let's go back and read that line, shall we? You've got it wrong, Saber. If we're setting priorities, my body is at the bottom of the list. Okay, buddy. You realize if you actually do die, like, you're out for the count kind of a thing. It's just over. Okay? ... We don't have the luxury of waiting. We know exactly what Shinji is willing to do. We need to separate him from Rider before they make another bounded field. We won't be a threat if he doesn't have a servant. Or he, not we. We would also not be a threat if I didn't have you. I would be, like, pathetic. So you were saying you did not want more victims like yesterday. Is that why you're doing this? Not to defeat Rider's Master? That's not true. I'm gonna hold Shinji accountable. To do that, we need to defeat Rider. And it's the right thing to do. To prevent more victims. That's the most important reason we have to fight. I see. If that is Master's command, I will obey. And she fades away. Alright, we'll see how this progresses. Next episode, thank you guys for watching, / listening, or whatever you're doing with this video. I mean, I suppose those are your two options. You're doing one of those or both. But I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye.